Hey, what's up guys, Rampedi here. Mamelodi Sundowns are African Football League champions. But what does that mean for teams here? Let's go.
That's how it goes?
They keep asking about the best when they know it's me.
Okay.
Asking about the rest when they know it's me.
Straight in, I guess.
You know it's me.
Mamelodi Sundowns are the African Football League champions. They won the first tournament, the first one that was made. Mamelodi Sundowns are the champions. It's a continental trophy, the first trophy for Rulani as a head coach on the continent as well. And listen to this one, the prize money, 75 million rands, guys. Just to put it in context, that's like winning the league 5 times in a row. So if you win the league 5 times in a row, this is how much Mamelodi Sundowns made. I mean, they're really competing, man. They're really competing. They beat their rivals, Petro, Al Ahly, Wydad. I mean, they are amongst the best teams on the African continent. And it's undeniable, right? I mean, now they just have to go for the CAF Champions League. But wait. I mean, if they are this strong, what happens to the teams here? And I say that because on Saturday we witnessed the Soweto derby. And then Sunday it was the African Football League final. And it was chalk and cheese, guys. In terms of football quality. The Soweto derby was bad. It was so bad. And I see Sundowns play on Sunday and I'm thinking, wow, they're getting better. They're just getting better. They're getting more wiser. And the players that they're able to bring in, the investments that they're able to bring in is amazing. But there's no competition here. If this team can now win $4 million, how many players can they buy with that money? And due to the investment that Mamelodi Sundowns made back in 2012, this is what they deserve, to be honest. This is what they deserve. When Pito came in, he changed the mindset because this team was spending money before, but they were not getting success like that. Do you remember the time we used to laugh at Mamelodi Sundowns? Sundowns is a prison. They waste money. They ruin players. Now it's turned into an institution. Proper club culture. Nothing like those Soweto teams, man. And the truth has to be said. Who's laughing now? Because Orlando Pirates and Chiefs are so far behind. So far behind that I don't see them catching them anytime soon. And until you guys from Soweto make the right investment, put in the right people in place, and maybe put a plan in place, maybe you'll find yourself there. But until then, I like what Mamelodi Sundowns is doing. Set the standard, boys. Set it. Set it. Expose what's happening here. Because what we saw on Saturday versus what we saw on Sunday, it's 2 different sports, I have to tell you that. Mamelodi Sundowns keep winning and keep setting the bar. A dribbling wizard, Bidvest Wits, Mpumalanga Black Aces, Alex United, and Mamelodi Sundowns. And last but not least, my namesake.
Guys, another show of Playing the Field with Shakes and another big guest that we have. Listen to this, the dribbling wizard, Wits, Mpumalanga Black Aces, Alex United, and as well as Mamelodi Sundowns. And I also have to add, he's my namesake as well. Shakes, M Ngwenya, welcome to Playing the Field with Shakes.
Thank you, Shaggy, man. Thanks for having me on your show, my brother.
Now, man, it's always a pleasure. I mean, the first question that is the most obvious to ask is, what have you been up to? Are you still kicking a ball, still involved in football?
Yeah, my brother, I'm still involved in football. Not playing though. I've since retired from playing the game, but very much part of football, you know, because we need to give back to the young ones and try and develop our football as best as we can. And we can't leave it to SAFA. We also, as ex-professionals, have to help out. So I'm currently running a program now where we are coaching the coaches at schools how to coach the kids. The program, Doctor is also involved in the program, Dr. Kumalo and Neil Tovey. So it's quite a big one that we are doing, you know, focusing on Emalokshi, Emakasi, Katlehong, Diepsloot, Davidton, Tembisa, and also Katlehong. So yeah, the show goes on in football, and yeah, I'm enjoying my role right now.
Nah, that's amazing. That's amazing. You must come to Soshanguve and Moegoe as well. That's where I'm from. I grew up there in Pretoria. But tell me, you were in the right jersey. You know, it's Mamelodi Sundowns. We have to celebrate them. They won the African Football League, man. What did you make of it? Were you proud?
Definitely, my man. I've never been so proud of my team, you know. I was at the game yesterday and the atmosphere was just crazy, you know, to see the Yellow Nation like that. And then to be crowned the African champions was just amazing. You know, I had goosebumps. And even today, it's a yellow-licious Monday, my brother. So the guys really did us proud, and we happy to be a Yellow Nation.
No, 100%. I mean, there's one player I wanted to focus on in terms of the attacking front. You were an attacker as well, but the longevity of this player, Themba Zwane, I mean, how does he still keep going at the age that he's going at?
You know, Mshishi's quality, my brother. He's one of my favorite players in the country presently. You know, and he's just leading by example with that Sundowns team, you know. And it's no surprise that he's doing what he's doing at this age. He's so dedicated, he works hard, and is very disciplined, you know, which is a key if you want to last long in football. So no surprises that he's still going strong the way he is now. Quality player, but what sets him apart from the rest is his discipline, his hard work. You know, even the extra that he does. I know for a fact that Themba will decide to just jog. You know, even after training in the afternoon when there's no training, he'll do extra, and that's what sets him apart and makes him still being the type of player that he is today. And we're proud that he lifted that trophy yesterday. You know, just caps his whole football career. You know, we're happy for him.
If I say Themba Zwane is arguably one of the greatest players to have played in the PSL, do you agree?
Oh, definitely, I do. I definitely agree on that point. You know, I put him right there with the likes of your Dr. Kumalos. You know, I think he's a quality player, and what he's achieved in football, you know, you can't take it away from him.
No, 100%. Now, I mean, he's got a coach that's very young. He's got a coach that's almost his age as well. And he's come into Mamelodi Sundowns ever since he's been made head coach. Doesn't lose many games, won a league title. Now he also has the African Football League in his CV. Rulani Moegoe, man. I mean, is this the best coach in the country right now?
Oh, definitely. Definitely one of the best coaches in Africa. For that fact, my brother. You know, Pitso did well at Sundowns to take Sundowns and put it to where it was. But when Rulani took the baton, he really kept it up, right up there. You know, if you look at the games he's lost, I mean, you can count them by hand since taking over from Pitso. You can count those games by hand, and the number of goals we score in games, the way we dominate, and the way we also defend, keeping clean sheets, you know. So definitely Rulani, you can't take it away from him. They can say whatever they say, but Rulani is the best.
No, 100%. I think with Rulani as well, is it also, you spoke about dedication, yeah, Themba Zwane. Is he just very dedicated to his job? And that's what sets him apart from everybody else. He speaks about not sleeping, watching games, and maybe even learns from the best.
Exactly my point. You know, I touched on Pitso, and Pitso was exactly the same. You know, that's why Pitso's achieved what he's achieved. You know, but I think Rulani learned from that, and also he's such a hard worker. You know, and he never sleeps. He's always on football. I mean, I was surprised to see him even Kasi games coaching his young boys, Black Poison. Still has the time to so I think football is just his life, and he's achieving what he loves best.
Would you have loved to play in this current Mamelodi Sundowns side?
Oh yes, man. I mean, with what they're achieving, definitely would be love to be part of this team, you know. But anyway, we've been there, we've done it, and to congratulate the boys because they've taken the baton and they've taken the team to another level, from where we took it. So just proud of the boys and great to be part of the brand of Mamelodi Sundowns.
Awesome. Just a few questions that are left. Another agenda that I wanted to ask you as well. Did Shakes watch the Soweto Derby this past weekend?
Saturday I was at the Soweto Derby Shakes, and Sunday I was at Loftus.
Now the question is, I watched the quality of football on Saturday at FNB, and then I watched the quality of football on Sunday at Loftus. And I only have one question that I have to ask is, how far behind is Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates from Mamelodi Sundowns, in your opinion?
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Maybe I'm going to trample on a lot of toes, Shakes. But honestly, I was at FNB Stadium, and you see the ambience at the stadium, the people that come to watch the beautiful game, but the quality is just not on point, to be honest. But yeah, I think Pirates tried. They tried to lift their game, but Chiefs, I think there's a lot of work they need to do on the field. When you look at the quality of the game on Saturday versus what you see on Sunday. I mean, Sunday was the greatest show on African football. So yeah, there's still a long way. The guys need to really step it up.
Now, when you were playing, around the time that you were playing, Soweto Derby had that zing, but not only because the fans never let thing. It also had that zing because also Chiefs and Pirates were competitive, I'm asking you, do you still think it has that zing when both teams are not necessarily fighting for the league title, per se, at this current moment?
Yeah, well, in terms of the fans, they still bring it. The fans were there in numbers at FNP, but the quality on the field obviously leaves a lot to be desired. When you look at the Chiefs, the players that Chiefs had players with character. Your Shuffle, your Chabupule, your Dr. Kumalos, your Tabo Mukis, your Skarangobeses. You don't have those type of players. I think maybe also the coaching, it has a lot to do with the coaching now, players being restricted on showing that play, which is what is epitomizes a South African footballer, So I think a lot has to do with that. Since there's a lot of money in football, I don't know if that means football must be boring now, but seriously, leaves a lot to be desired what we're seeing now. I used to go and watch the Soweto Derby years ago, and I used to watch Aboskara, and you used to get that entertainment that you want, good football, and goals. Now we're just having one goal. Every Soweto Derby is just 1-0 or 0-0, and the quality is not on point.
Yeah, funny enough, my last question, you're bringing me nicely into the last question to say, for Shakes, who is involved in helping in coaching, helping at schools, where is South African football at the moment for you? You spoke about players are maybe restricted. Maybe you talk about the fact that some players don't have the character. Because when Shakes always stepped onto the pitch, you always knew what you were going to get. When Jabu Pule stepped onto the pitch, you knew what you were going to get. Mark Mambela, you knew what you were going to get. Where are we at with South African football at the moment in your eyes?
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, my brother. I think a lot of work needs to be done, and that's why the focus is so much on the schools football, which is something that gave us a lot of players. In the past, a lot of quality players came from schools. About Dr. Bebadala Eskela, and that's where the quality came from. So I think it's important for us, to go back there and make sure that these kids are being taught properly. You watch the Soweto Derby now, and you see players, the first touch, the technique, in a big game like that. So I think it starts from the development stages where you need to teach these kids how to be in love with the football. So it's gonna take a lot of time and patience, but we need to get back to what we know best. Also in terms of of getting kids to play to their potential. You know, South African kids are naturally born with flair, so we can't take away that from them, you know. So that European influence sometimes also, I think it's a problem, you know. I think we must stick to what we know best. You know, we're a country that's blessed with flair. Imagine if Brazil had to change and try and play like England, you know. I don't think it'll work. So I think we need to go back to that, our identity. What's our identity as South Africans? You know?
No, 100%. I totally agree with you. I hope that we do eventually return back to going back to that era as well. And Shakes, thank you so much for being a guest. I just want to tell you a little bit of a story before I do go. Years ago, I was managing the varsity college football team, and we entered a tournament. And that tournament, we had to play a couple of number of teams. I can't remember where it was. I think we're playing at Corinthians, or we're playing at some club, I remember. And there was a player in the opposition team that was terrorizing our varsity college team. And at halftime, we asked ourselves, who's that guy over there? And I looked, and I couldn't believe it was Shakes Manqoba. It was just a few years back. I'm sure you were training, but the unbelievable skills you had on that day, and the fact that the varsity college players were just surprised at how good you were. And that's the flair you're talking about. I just want to say that, and you're a player that we'll always remember, man.
Thank you so much, Mshege Pro. I'm humbled, my brother, by your words. And yeah, let's just continue growing our football, you know, and getting other teams also to that level where Sundowns is, you know. So I think chairman, the president of CAF has done a lot to make sure that the football is at the level that it's at now, you know, and the prize money is. And I mean, South African footballers really need to get paid a lot of money, and they need to take their craft seriously. So what Sundowns has done, I think, setting that bar high, other teams just need to follow, and we need to see our Pirates and our Chiefs also playing in this competition and competing in the highest level.
100%. You signed it off really greatly. Thank you so much for being a guest. Please do keep well. Hopefully we speak again sometime this season, man.
Anytime, Shaggy. Thanks, my brother.
Who was up to par and who became our star, but also who fell short in this game we all love? Let's find out on Moegoe of the Week. The stars of this week has to go to people that are not spoken about enough, that are not given enough credit, and they showed up this past weekend. Mamelodi Sundowns fans in that stadium, the atmosphere you made, man. I have to give it to you guys. You got Mamelodi Sundowns over the line to get that trophy. You guys are the stars of the week. The Moegoes. I've written a list. Ranga, Ntetwa, Ngobo, Dolly, Mart, Dove, Diklokwe, Msimango, Macheke, Modi, Sahil, Shabalala. Those players play for Chiefs. They played this weekend in the derby. No fight, no passion, no desire. They don't know what it means. Are you guys even teammates? It's like you guys don't know each other the way you're passing each other the ball. Pathetic. And that's why I say that club culture is absolutely broken. Moegoes of the Week. It's time for Bet of the Week. Get ready to win big by placing the right bets on the right games. International football is back this week. Let's go with the bet slip that I have. Cyprus going up against Spain. I've gone with Spain straight win. Estonia against Austria. I've gone with Austria straight win. USA against Trinidad and Tobago. USA straight win. England against Malta over 3.5 goals. Bafana against Benin. I've gone Bafana straight win. Germany against Turkey over 2.5. Netherlands against Ireland. I've gone with Netherlands straight win. Switzerland versus Kosovo. I've gone with Switzerland straight win. The odds 8.29. But let me also put you on game. That's not only my bet slip you got to look out for. Check out Betway's page on social media. They put out these amazing bet slips. They even got me to win. I put $350 and I won $2,000. If you want to win with them and win with me, click on the link below. Remember to practice responsible betting at betway.co.za. We've come to the end of the show. But before I go, guys, Bafana play their first World Cup qualifier this weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified for future episodes.